Welcome to the 2023 Best Food Processors Competition video. In this video, we'll talk about the key parameters that you should pay attention to when choosing a food processor. Let's understand what exactly affects the power of the device and is it important to have a large number of speeds or not. We analyzed popular models among users on Amazon, made a comparison table of 6 models, and detailed the top 3 best of them. We hope our video will help you find the right model for you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next videos. So, let's get started. Before we move on to the rating, let's consider the main criteria that you should pay attention to when choosing a food processor. Wattage is the most important parameter that determines the speed of processing, the duration of continuous operation, and the range of products that can cope with the device. Depending on the type of food processor, the power can range from 200W to 2 kW. The power of mini combines is usually between 200 and 500 watts, which is enough for chopping vegetables or meat and preparing mixtures and sauces. Combined with 600 to 800 watts of power can handle even the hardest foods, including coffee beans, nuts, and other tough ingredients. Combined with power above 1000 watts can be categorized as semi-professional level. Number of attachments, this can range from a few pieces to several dozen, depending on the model and manufacturer. The more attachments there are, the more functions the device can perform. Basic attachments include knives for chopping meat and other solid products, graters, and whisks for whipping cream and proteins. But there are also additional interesting attachments, such as a blender, juicer, or even a coffee grinder. Speed modes, normally, the speed modes are adjusted by means of a switch on the body of the device or on the control panel. Some models have an automatic mode that independently selects the optimal speed for each stage of food processing. It's important to remember that each product requires a specific processing speed. For example, soft foods such as fruits, vegetables, and eggs are best processed at a low speed to avoid splattering and uneven chopping. Hard foods such as nuts, meat, and frozen foods are better processed at high speed for faster and more efficient chopping. Body and bowl material. The most common materials for the body are plastic and stainless steel. What material it's made of is not as important as the material of the bowl, as all the main work falls on it. Many food processors have a glass bowl. It's durable, easy to clean, and does not absorb odors, making it a great choice for use in the kitchen. It's also transparent, making it easy to see the cooking process. Bowl volume. This is worth choosing based on your family composition and the amount of food you plan to process at one time. The most compact models have a bowl volume of about 1.2 liters. This is a great solution for 1 or 2 people. A bowl with a volume of 1.53 liters will be a universal solution for a family of 3 to 5 people. It can be used to chop vegetables for several servings of salad. Now let's move on to the rating itself. We picked up 6 food processors and made a comparison table where we calculated their scores and points. How were the scores added up? We took the 5 criteria mentioned above and added the user recommendation criteria. This indicator is a subjective assessment of how much the owners of this product are willing to recommend it for purchase, how good its reviews on Amazon are, and the cleaning criterion, how convenient it's to clean the combine and its accessories. The analysis was also done on the basis of Amazon customer reviews. Now you can see on the screen what the maximum number of points the model could get for each criterion. The maximum the food processor could score is 30 points. And here are the final results for each of the models. As you can see, the winner of the rating was Braun F3020. The second place went to Ninja Bean 801, and the deserved bronze went to KitchenAid 13 Cup Food. As you can see, the clear winner is the Braun model. But now we're going to take a closer look at the top 3 models by score to see what makes them so good. You can find a link to the full table with additional criteria in the description below the video. Let's go! Number 3 in our top is the KitchenAid 13 Cup Food. This model has the lowest power of our top 3 at only 500 watts, but it has a 13 cup capacity, which means you can process a lot of food at once. The set comes with 4 attachments, a universal blade, an adjustable slicing disc, a double-sided disc for chopping, and a dough knife. An interesting feature is that all accessories are stored in a special bowl that fits inside the combine. Thus, they will always be at hand, and it will be easy to keep order. Another distinctive feature of this model is the 3-in-1 feed tube, which has a wide neck, so many ingredients fit in whole and do not need to be pre-cut, such as tomatoes, cucumbers, potatoes, and more. Plus, there's an adjustable external exact slice dial that lets you manually adjust the thickness of slicing from thick to thin. And to quickly clean the bowl and blades, simply add warm water and 1-2 drops of dishwashing detergent to the sealed bowl, and then rinse off. And all this for the price of $150. But despite having interesting features, many users say that the quality of this model is not so good. Deborah says that she likes the power of this model and that it copes with its functions, but the material from which it's made is very flimsy, and sometimes it seems that the combine will fall apart right in her hands. And there are a lot of such reviews on Amazon. For example, another user says pretty much the same thing, that the combine works great, but not for long, because eventually the plastic parts break down. It turned out that our bronze winner, although it has its own chips and, as users say, shows itself well in work, is made of flimsy material, so the life of this model is likely to be short-lived. Next in line is the Ninja Bean 801 model. The silver medalist has the most wattage of any of the featured models, at 1200 watts. And it's not just a food processor, it's an entire kitchen system. Includes 24-ounce total crushing pitcher for making smoothies and other cold drinks. 2 single-serving glasses with spouted lids make it easy to take your drinks on the go. 8-cup bowl is fully usable like a food processor with all its functions, including blending, chopping, or making smooth purees up to 2 pounds. Professional blade block, chopping knife, dough knife, 30 recipe guides, instruction booklet, and quick reference guide. Although here, as with the previous model, the number of speed settings is only 3. There is a great distinguishing feature, the presence of 5 preset programs, Auto IQ. These are intelligent programs that automatically combine pulsing, blending, and pause time patterns, so you won't have to guess which mode and speed to use to get the result. We'll be able to create smoothies, frozen drinks, batter, and more with just the touch of a button. And the Ninja Total Crushing Blades, combined with the 1200 watts of peak power, ensure perfect crushing of ice for smoothies and frozen drinks. All parts are made of stainless steel and plastic. The blades, pitcher, disposable cups, and the bowl of the blender. Each of them can be washed in the dishwasher, which greatly speeds up the process of cleaning the kitchen. And the cost of the whole set is $190. What do users say about this model? Doug W says that he is satisfied with the work of this device, but is confused by the noise it makes when working. Another user is also frustrated with the loudness of this model, although smoothies, chopping vegetables, and kneading dough turns out fine. Judging by customer reviews, this model can really work with a lot of products and makes both smoothies and dough, but there is no noise reduction in it, so if you have strict neighbors or a small child, be sure to pay attention to it. And the undisputed leader today is the Braun F3020. The most expensive item on our list is $230, but it scores the most points in our table. Let's see why. 600W power. As we said earlier in our video, this power is capable of processing even the hardest foods, such as nuts. The capacity of this model is 12 cups for dry ingredients and 9 cups for liquids. It comes with a fine and coarse slicing, chopping, grater, kneading, whipping, and a citrus juicer attachments. What are they for? Chop vegetables for salads, make smoothies, mayonnaise, baby food, sauces, creams, cream soup, knead dough, grate cheese and chocolate, chop nuts, and much more. Therefore, you will be able to delegate most of your tasks in the kitchen to this food processor. One of the key features of this food processor is the dual control variable speed system. It offers a choice of 15 speeds, depending on the desired result. The preset speed ensures uniform results, while selecting one of the speeds gives you more control over the cooking process. Another advantage of the Combine is its compact size. It can easily fit even in a small kitchen and is easy to store. Also, the device is equipped with overload protection and has a compartment for storing the cord. And also, almost all parts of this device, except for the base with the motor, can be easily cleaned in the dishwasher, which greatly saves time and simplifies the care of the device after use. What reviews have we found about this model on Amazon? Paul M says this food processor does all the things you need: chops, grates, slices, mixes, whips, etc. He also praises the power and build quality, but warns that the variable speed will take some getting used to, and sooner than later, you won't immediately understand how it works. Amy Fairchild had more criticism for this model. She didn't like the way the device processed pasta or puree foods. The products get stuck at the bottom of the blade. When cutting vegetables on the discs, it always leaves a pile of debris. But at the same time, it still says that this is a reliable machine that is suitable even for an inexperienced home cook. The Braun FP3020 is indeed a powerful food processor that can handle both soft and hard foods. It can chop, grate, slice, blend, and whip. But for some users, it's not quite convenient to clean, which does not affect its performance though. Before buying a food processor, be sure to decide what tasks you want the device to perform: chopping, slicing, whipping, kneading dough, or something else, and what you really need. We've announced the top 3, but there is also a budget model that didn't make it into the detailed breakdown. The Hamilton Beach 70725A is a combine that, while not a performance leader among other models, offers an attractive value for money. The price of this model is only $60, which makes it affordable for many consumers. Tell us what food processors we forgot about in the comments section below. Like the video if it was useful for you, and subscribe to the channel. That's the best way you can support us. Thank you, and I'll see you in your next video.